Yeah, whatever. I want to make this very clear. When I with two people and I like two people, I stay away from their because when it comes to relationship, some bullshit will always happen. And one thing about me, I'm gonna stay neutral and I'm gonna stay the out of it. Cardi, you better not be talking about me. Why would I be? I literally said you claim you love these, right? When that? How long was he her for? He was her for 3 years, so clearly I'm not talking about her.
Okay, y'all, so we might have been looking at this whole situation the wrong way. Now imagine this. What if Cardi B has been cheating on Offset all along, and that she had the nerve to drag him for cheating when she allegedly did the same exact thing first? As crazy as that sounds, Megan Thee Stallion just dropped a lyrical bomb that has the internet straight up spinning. And here's the thing, she didn't just hint at cheating, she allegedly exposed Cardi for sneaking around with none other than Pardi, Megan's ex-man. Yes, the same Pardi that Megan publicly dumped for cheating. But let's not act brand new. We all been scratching our heads wondering what went wrong between Megan and Cardi. And I mean, one minute they're bestie goals, doing collabs and hyping each other up, and the next is giving shade, distance, and zero collab energy. So now that Megan is hinting at betrayal and disloyalty in her new music, the streets are talking, and what they're saying is real messy. So let's dive all the way in because this might be the real reason for Megan and Cardi's fallout, and possibly the final nail in Cardi and Offset's past marriage. So let's start where this whole new drama exploded. Megan just dropped a brand new track called Whenever, and let's just say she did not come to play with y'all. In the song she spit, if she were her own ish, hanging with ops, you would chop. You don't appreciate loyalty, I don't act funny, I act accordingly. Well, now come on now, be so serious. Who else could she be talking about? Because everybody and their mama knows that Cardi B has been hit with ghostwriting accusations for years. It's been a whole lot of combo online about her not penning her own rhymes, and Megan has always made it clear that she writes her own bars. So that line, yeah, it's definitely hitting a little too close to home. Then she followed it up about that part of hanging with ops. Hello, Megan is clearly talking about somebody close hanging with somebody that she don't vibe with. And her biggest op in her story right now is Pardi. Y'all remember how she left him after rumors that he cheated? So Megan feels like someone in her circle ain't been loyal and fans believe it's Cardi. And when Megan and Pardi broke up, she never gave full details, but she made it known that he was being shady and unfaithful. People assumed it was just random girls, but now it's starting to look like it might have been deeper than that. There's speculation that is all alleged that Pardi was sneaking around with Cardi B behind Megan's back, and the internet was eating that one up. Now one side of Twitter is saying that it makes total sense and that Pardi betrayed Megan by messing with her man Pardi, but then there's another group that's like, nah, Cardi was friends with Pardi first, like this one user who said, if she's speaking on Cardi, then she the Lulu. Cardi was friends with Pardi before Meg even got with him. If anything, Cardi should be loyal to Pardi, not Megan. And that's where the drama thickens, because if Cardi and Pardi already had something going on before Megan entered that picture, then what were we really talking about behind the scenes? Because people think Cardi and Pardi may have masked whatever they had going on by saying it was about music. Oh, we working on a song together. But how many people use the studio session excuse for covering up their mess? And let's not ignore the fact that Offset has repeatedly posted cryptic tweets and IG stories hinting that Cardi has been unfaithful too. But this isn't the first time either. Remember that one post where he accused Cardi of sleeping with somebody while pregnant? Now that was a whole mess, and now fans are going back to these posts and putting pieces together. Offset knew something, and maybe this was it. And y'all, we can ignore the old rumors about Cardi and Takeoff, may he rest in peace. But there were already whispers that she and Takeoff may have had a thing in the early days of Migos blowing up. And Cardi always denied that, but people found some of her old posts real suspicious. Like they were pointing out how flirtatious some of her captions were, and they were even blurry behind the scenes pictures from studio sessions that have fans speculating. Now that Pardi's rumors are all on the table, people are looking back at those Takeoff rumors like, wait a minute, maybe Cardi does have a pattern of getting a ghost of the bros behind Offset's back. Now fast forward to February 4th, and that's where the drama starts bubbling over. Pardi, out of the nowhere, hops on social media and drops a snippet of an unreleased collab with Cardi. And he was hyped about it too, saying, it's been 8 years, Cardi. Get this song off my hard drive, and they keep asking for this. Toot it. Now hold up, wait a minute, 8 years, y'all? So this track has been sitting on his computer for nearly a decade, and suddenly he wants to drop it now? Around the same time Megan drops this diss track? Well, the timing is crazy, and the fans, they noticed.
But Tooted, where's Tooted? Where's Tooted at? Can we get Tooted? Here go the song. Here go Tooted. Take it, play it, do whatever y'all gonna do with it. Shake. Hey, here go the song. Don't ask for this. No more air.
Megan's supporters immediately started calling Cardi out, saying that she's being disloyal, disrespectful, and even shady as F to work with Megan's ex like nothing happened. Now, Cardi was definitely not about to let that dragon slide without saying something, so she hopped on X Spaces to clear the air. You know, that's her favorite place to go. And even though she didn't directly address Megan, she made it very clear that she's staying out of it. Cardi basically said, "Look, I'm friends with both of them. I don't get in between people's relationships, and whatever happens between them ain't my business."
None of that is my business. So stop harassing me. Stop calling me a person. Stop calling me a because that's not what I am. It is complete, finally.
She seemed really bothered though, like she was getting tired of people accusing her of being messy or a bad friend, and Cardi insisted that she's not taking sides and doesn't want to be caught up in the middle. But the tone of her little rant, it was hot, like somebody who's been holding back and finally snapped, which only added more fuel to the rumors. Because if Cardi was innocent, why is she so defensive? But here's the part that things get even messier, because if you thought Offset was the only one Cardi had to worry about being messy, think again. Let's switch gears real quick and talk about Cardi's alleged new boo, Stefon Diggs. Yes, according to multiple tabloids, Cardi has been cozying up with the NFL star on the low. And this ain't just rumors, there's pics, there's timestamps, and there's vibes. But let's break it down. So Valentine's Day 2025, Cardi and Stefon were reportedly spotted leaving the same club together late at night. And then in February and March, fans noticed Cardi was always in the cities that lined up with Stefon's appearances. Then there was the paparazzi shot. Cardi and Stefon sitting real close in the VIP booth at an after party, and she was looking real comfortable, y'all. Now, of course, Cardi hasn't confirmed anything, but she also hasn't denied it, and she's been extra quiet about Offset lately. Suspiciously quiet. But here's where the drama starts really getting crazy, because just when Cardi seemed like she was glowing and living her best life, Stefon Diggs gets exposed for allegedly having another woman on the side. A recent IG post went viral showing Stefon hugged up with an Instagram model, someone who, and I kid you not, looks almost exactly like Cardi, like same long nose, same body type, same glam aesthetic. Now, of course, Stefon tried to clear it up. He said they were old pictures, claiming folks were just being messy for clout, but let's be real, once the internet sees something, it's over. The speculation ain't stopping nothing. But people started digging up even more clips, trying to figure out if Stefon's been playing both sides, and what made it worse, he never directly denied still seeing the other lady. She just said the pics were from another time. People were shading her, leaving comments like, "I've waited a long time for this sort of karma to come around for you." Y'all, that's just shade dragging her after allegedly getting cheated on, like she did with Meg's ex, and Cardi still radio silent. But let's talk about what makes this whole situation feel like a gut punch. Cardi recently went on live IG just a few weeks ago and said she's never been happier in a relationship. She was smiling, glowing, playing music, doing her little dance like everything was perfect. And now this, yeah, the fans are in the comments like, does anyone suspect an athlete to be faithful to his girlfriend, wife? Russell Wilson and a few others excluded? No. It's just giving tragic, y'all. Like, girl, we love you, but this ain't the one you think it is. And honestly, it's kind of ironic, because if the rumors about her and Pardi are true, and now she's getting cheated on again, y'all, Karma's not playing with nobody. And before anybody starts feeling bad for Cardi, let's not act like this wasn't predictable, because Stefon Diggs' name has been in the mix for years when it comes to being messy with the ladies. There's this viral clip going around where Stefon's NFL teammates are being interviewed and asked, which teammate would you never let date your sister? And guess whose name kept coming up? You already know, Stefon Diggs. The players didn't even hesitate.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're gonna leave it like that. No.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister.
Like, how many red flags do you need, sis? Stefon clearly has a type, and Cardi fits that mold perfectly. But the question is, does she have a type too? Is she just attracted to chaotic relationships? Because from Offset to Pardi to Stefon, it's given toxic situationships. But hold up, wait a minute. Let's not act like this is all cut and dry, because while the streets have been going crazy with theories, receipts, and whispers, not everybody is buying what Megan's selling. There's still a chunk of the internet that thinks this whole thing might just be a clout chasing rollout. Yeah, you know, Megan's just doing what she always does when she's got a new song or project about to drop. She gonna stir that pot. Like, think about it. She's done this before. Remember when she subtly shaded Nicki Minaj in her lyrics? Yeah, the Barbs didn't go for it at all. She had that one line in her song that made it sound like she was calling out Nicki and her husband, who, let's be honest, is a registered you-know-what offender. Can't say the word here, but we all know the situation. The line alone had people in a chokehold, and what happened right after? Her streams shot all the way up. So now people are wondering if she's just trying to pull the same trick again. Let's be real a second for a millisecond. Megan might be the victim sometimes, but she ain't exactly known for keeping it a buck all the time either. So let's not forget the biggest cloud hanging over her still is the Tory Lanez shooting incident. Sis told us that she had got shot in the foot after that party in 2020, and the headlines ran with it. It was given Lifetime movie drama, but once the dust settled, the story started looking a little fuzzy.
I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time.
Because at first she said her and Tory were just friends, no bromance, no hookups, no nothing. She admitted that they had actually been intimate, so that's already a red flag.
The clips that I saw that I think everybody else has seen is where she reveals that she did in fact have sex with Tory Lanez, and that when she was doing her interview with Gayle King, that she lied during that interview.
Then people started to ask, if she lied about that, what else could she be capping about? To this day, there are still folks who think Tory might not have even been the one who pulled the trigger. And with the way that the case played out, so many twists, deleted texts, missing witnesses, you really can't blame people for having doubts.
Like, he shot a couple of times. And I
so
was so
is he
scared.
in the car, from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting.
So now with this Cardi drama bubbling, some fans feel like the same Tory situation is happening all over again. And y'all, they might have a point. We don't know for sure if this is personal or just promotional. I mean, it's 2025, the lines between real beef and industry rollouts are so blurry, and artists are dropping diss tracks with full production value like they didn't plan it 3 months ago. So let's be honest, nothing in the industry moves without a purpose. So now I gotta hear from y'all. Do you think that Thee Stallion really exposed Cardi B, or is this just another cloud chase for streams? And is Cardi really moving on with Stefon Diggs, or are the rumors just doing a lot? And finally, what do you believe when it comes to cheating scandals, Megan, Cardi, or none of them? Let's get into it down below, and I want to hear all your hot takes, conspiracy theories, and fan receipts. But while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a drop.